sources close to the Raiders organization are hinting at something unthinkable, something almost impossible to believe. Maxx Crosby could actually be traded. Yes, you heard that right. Maxx Crosby, the heart and soul of the Las Vegas Raiders defense, the undisputed leader, could be on his way out. But here's where things take a shocking turn. This potential trade isn't simple. It depends on one major condition, a condition so unusual and so disruptive that it could force the Raiders into a decision that changes the future of the franchise forever. The end of an era may be closer than anyone expected. Let's be clear about one thing. Maxx Crosby is not just another player. He is the identity of the Raiders' defense. His relentless motor, his intensity, his leadership, and his passion define what this team stands for. A two-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro talent, Crosby has been the one constant through years of instability. Losing him wouldn't just mean losing a pass rusher. It would mean losing the very core of the team. It would impact the locker room, the coaching staff, and most importantly, the fans who live and breathe the silver and black. So what is this shocking condition? That's where things get complicated. Details are still unclear, but speculation is growing fast. Some believe this could be tied to a contract situation. While Crosby already signed an extension, there's a possibility he wants more or wants his future tied to a bigger plan, like bringing in a top-tier quarterback or reshaping the roster around a true contender. Others believe this goes even deeper. One theory gaining traction is that this condition is directly connected to the Raiders' desperate search for a franchise quarterback. It's possible that Crosby is willing to stay only if the team makes a major move to acquire an elite quarterback. On the flip side, the Raiders themselves could be considering trading Crosby as a way to gain the draft capital needed to move up and secure a top quarterback in the draft. That would be a massive gamble, sacrificing a defensive cornerstone for a chance to build around a new offensive leader. There's also the possibility that this is about the long-term direction of the franchise. Crosby, a player who gives everything every single game, may be frustrated with the team's lack of consistent success. He could be demanding a clear and aggressive path toward contention. If the Raiders can't deliver that, whether through big free agency moves, coaching changes, or a new vision, then a trade becomes a real possibility. No matter which scenario is true, the implications are massive. On the field, losing Crosby would immediately weaken the defense. His ability to generate pressure, disrupt plays, and lead by example is not something you can easily replace. Off the field, the reaction would be just as intense. For the fans, Crosby represents more than production. He represents identity. Trading him would signal a major shift, possibly even a full rebuild. What do you think is really going on behind the scenes? And what should the Raiders do in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking news or analysis. Because in the NFL, everything can change in an instant.